throw a shopping cart at him and see how he reacts. Well, another guy who can't see some. Well, that was a bad. I don't know what I was shutting.
No. Ian Wedrick.
That's so fun for me. Well, welcome to episode 31 of A Fighting Chance. I'm Jared Hara, and we've got my main man, Salvador the Ox Garcia, coming in hot. Of course. What's up, dude? What's up?
What's up?
Of course.
Short this week.
Yeah. You dragged that on a little long the first time, but it's okay. No, dude. We got a very exciting episode here because we're breaking down everything that's happening this weekend with UFC 287, I believe. That is correct, right? 287. With,
you know whose fight week it is, right?
Ian Wedrick.
It's Gilbert Burns fight week.
Dude. Shout out to Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns is trying to get that fight against...
Ian Wedrick?
Yes, against Leon Edwards.
You get the point. It's
all good. Maybe do chop that up in post and make that a little closer together. It's okay. But we got Israel Adesanya fighting Alex Pereira.
That was good.
Dude, I'm just trying not to be as bad as Chael. Chael says Pereira. Like, I'm trying not to be that bad.
Chael can say whatever he wants at this point, really. I mean,
dude, I went down the Chael old school like radio show rabbit hole yesterday.
Oh yeah, with Dan Le Batard.
Yes, dude, I never heard that stuff because I'm such a new casual fan, right. And dude, those are incredible. Like, those are some of the best moments in the UFC.
Yeah, he really brought I don't know, that's a fun era when he was on his rise.
But the way he conducted those interviews were actually crazy.
Yeah, it's like you know nothing, and I'm just going to tell you everything that you know. And you're just going to have to sit through it because I'm Chael Sonnen, essentially.
But like, he'll literally just be like, somebody be like, "Oh, so what do you have to say about you're turning down Anderson Silva?" Like, and he'll just be like, "No," like he'll literally, he just gives nothing. It's great. But
he's the best.
Yeah, man, this is a exciting weekend for the UFC. We got Israel seems stoked. He seems all hyped. Very confident. Seems like he's ready to get his belt back. And I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it. But I'm sure by the end of this episode, we'll have some answers that'll feel a little bit clearer.
Dude, I was watching The Embedded. The Embedded, and there's a line in there that Alex says he said, Alex. I'm even scared. Alex, my bad. Alex Pereira. He's like, I'm even scared of myself. He's like, I broke all the mirrors in my house to avoid myself. I mean,
that's crazy.
That's terrifying.
That is a terrifying quote. I heard a quote. I heard a quote by Mr. the MMA Guru from last week that was Alex. Okay, it was all about how we talk about Charles Oliveira being, from the favelas and how this man grew up, in the favelas and he came from nothing and all this. The MMA Guru's quote was, Alex moved from the jungle to the favelas. He goes,
that was the upgrade.
Literally, that was the quote. He goes, that was a massive upgrade for his family. And that is just as scary as the mirror quote.
I mean, dude, he is probably the scariest looking human being I've ever seen. He's just terrifying. Everything about him.
Have you seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
No, I'm aware of it though. Okay,
so there's a man in the movie called like the old man from scene like 26 or something. Like, that's actually his name. And he actually like he's in two scenes in the movie. In the last scene of the movie, he's like, you have to like cross this bridge and you have to answer 3 questions to get past the bridge. And he's like, yeah, you just have to answer 3 questions, just 3. And he might be scarier looking, than Alex Pereira. Pereira, whatever
What's his
however
name?
you're gonna make me say it. I don't know at this point.
Old man from.
Yeah, old man Monty Python. Old man at the bridge. Ask 3 questions. Find it. Bridge, 3 questions. Old man.
Oh wow,
How's that guy look?
that's terrifying. I don't know, man. Alex Pereira might be a little scarier than this dude. That left hook. I don't know.
Imagine that guy in Alex's corner.
Yeah. Dude, did you know? I didn't know this till recently, but when Israel fought
Anderson Silva, Alex was in his corner.
he was in the corner.
I learned that
Any
this week,
chance he
too.
gets to beat Israel Adesanya, he's taking that chance. He's taking the
It's
opportunity.
awesome.
I mean,
Yeah, but Israel
Ultimate
won
hater.
that fight.
yeah, but he tried his best.
Yeah, that's true. Was that fight
honestly,
good?
it was good. It was short notice too for Anderson, and like it was pretty competitive. It wasn't like a wash from Israel.
How does it
I
end?
don't know. It was a decision. It went all 3. It was more of like a passing of the guard kind of fight. Like they were, they were respecting each other pretty heavy. You could tell Israel was a little starstruck. Like he was crying after the fight, saying thank you to Anderson and all that.
Dude, that was just like roid rage emotions.
The titty.
Just an emotional breakdown.
The titty was acting up. Dude,
Yeah.
this is, I guess, this is a mean segue, but Chris Barnett,
okay.
our friend of the show,
What?
is so unfortunately, and it hurts me to say this,
What?
but he is out of.
I don't know this.
He is out of his fight this weekend against Chase Sherman.
What? Why?
I have no clue. I couldn't find
Really?
anything on it. It just out with injury.
No.
Yes.
No.
I saw it. It came out on April 1st, so I was like, "Oh, this is April Fool's." He's a Twitter legend, but no, it's real.
Legend.
He's facing, huh?
He's a legend of Twitter.
Oh yeah. He's a mythical fighter on Twitter. But yeah, he is very unfortunately out of his fight,
No way.
and
What did
now
you see?
it's Carl Williams.
Fighting Chase Sherman. Mm-hmm. Who's Carl
So less than
Williams?
He came off the Contender Series. He's like a heavy wrestler, nothing exciting. But yeah, it's pretty sad. I was really looking forward to that fight in Miami.
Damn.
Big spot for Chris.
We lost Chris Barnett. We lost Chiesa.
I know what's going on.
Do you
I hope
care
that's
that we
it,
lost
though.
Chiesa?
Not really, but I hope that's. I hope that's it. I hope it caps out there. Yeah, It's very sad.
That's unfortunate.
It is, man. He was gonna put on a show. This was the big one.
He always puts on a show. He doesn't know how to not put on a show.
I don't know. That first Big Ben Rothwell fight wasn't that great.
Oh God! Now you're
Yeah,
gonna now you're gonna kick him while he's down.
I'm
He's
sorry,
one of our
just-
guests.
That
He's
fight
one of our
wasn't. It
guests.
wasn't amazing.
Chris, he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it.
No, I mean it. But yeah, dude. So just start off with something super depressing right off the bat,
All right. Well, to be completely transparent and just to break that wall down, we tried to book Chase Sherman on here for the last few months. So let's just be clear about that. And he never came on. So,
Hey, he's in training camp. It's hard to communicate and all that. And we'll get him on eventually.
I believe it. But do you know what I'm going to say right now?
Uh-oh.
Let's go, Carl Williams.
Damn. It's like
Let's
that.
go, Carl. Let's go, Carl.
I don't know. I'm still rooting for Chase. He didn't do us wrong,
No, you did him wrong, honestly.
How?
The clip, man. The clip.
Bro, he thought it was funny. That's how I got him on the show.
You didn't
He
get
thought
him
it was
on.
funny. That's how technically we discussed him coming on the show.
I think he stood you up for 3 weeks because of the clip.
that would be pretty stupid.
But there is a chance of that being the case.
Maybe, potentially. It'd
He's
just
like,
be
how am I
weird to it'd be weird to respond to it and then be like, "Oh yeah, I thought that was funny. I'll come on the show," and just to not come. I mean, actually, now that I say it out loud, he could be trolling.
It makes
us.
sense, right?
Yeah.
It's trolling. Yeah, it's like the ultimate troll.
That is pretty trolly.
I like it. All right, now that I like the trolling, let's go Chase Sherman.
Yeah.
Hey, he was never trolling me because I said Chase Sherman can crack harder than Jake Collier.
Yeah, true.
So that
I'm the troll.
That was the whole. Yeah, you're the one that said by nobody ever.
Damn. Well, we haven't done an episode in a little bit. You know, there's no UFC card last week. And I have some stuff written down. You know, some stuff that happened. Some stuff
what do you
talk about. Paulo Costa. You know, a fan favorite. I'm a very big fan.
Paulo Costa down every week.
I know, but this was big. This is not hypotheticals anymore. Paulo Costa resigns on a 4-fight deal with the UFC. They retained him. Okay. He's back. No PKFC, no PFL, none of that silliness. We got.
Is it true he's going to get $1 million a fight?
That I don't know.
I heard him say that.
It's also Paulo Costa though. So how much can you trust that?
Okay, but do we know that he signed a 4-fight contract?
Yeah, it's no that he signed is official. Just how much he's getting is not official.
All right, who's his first fight?
Well, that's what else I have written down.
Okay.
It's looking like Paulo Costa versus Khamzat Chimaev. What do you think about that? Because I don't know.
I don't think it's going to happen.
But if it does,
the
matchup.
Like, how do I think it's going to go down?
Right.
Khamzat will win.
You don't think that's a tough fight for Mr. Khamzat?
No.
Because the way I see it is like Paulo Costa is a giant Gilbert Burns. Essentially.
I don't think the Gilbert Burns fight would have been hard for Khamzat if he fought smart, though.
But he didn't, is the thing. If you can drag him there, he'll go to it naturally. He's got that what's it called? He's got that dog in him.
What's it called? Hold on, let me search for it. Dog.
He's got that dog in him.
All right, DMX. Let me tell you something. So, the thing is about the dog is it came out of him in that fight, but I think that they can harness that dog, and I don't think you're going to be able to bring it out of him because he wants a good career. I believe him. And I think he's gonna. I believe him. I believe the guy. He's an honest man, and I think that he'll be able to submit Paulo Costa pretty easily if he wanted to.
So we're going with submit the Paulo Costa. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I think Paulo wins.
You think he wins?
I think he wins. Yeah. Unless it's a 5-rounder.
Marvin Vettori beat Paulo Costa.
That's what I'm saying. Paulo just gassed out in that fight. If it goes 5, which I don't know how they would last 5 rounds, but if it does, I'm going with Khamzat.
Okay, so you think Paulo Costa is going to knock Khamzat out?
I think so. Or finish him. Like a TKO maybe.
Well, that's why this is a Fighting Chance podcast, and that's why you got the best picks and the best mind in MMA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I just don't think it's the fight that's even going to happen.
I mean, what would happen though?
First fight for Paulo Costa is Rodriguez. Rodriguez wins.
But who really wants to see that? And Dricus does not win that fight, man. No way.
What?
No way. You think Dricus Duplessis beats Khamzat Chimaev but not Paulo Costa?
No, I was saying that Rodriguez beats Paulo Costa.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were talking about who's next. I'm saying who's Khamzat gonna fight?
Next?
You're saying if it's not gonna be Paulo Costa,
Whitaker
versus Khamzat.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That makes way more sense.
Whitaker just said that he hasn't been. They haven't offered him that fight, And Khamzat is saying that they offered it and that Robert turned it down. And I don't know about you, but I trust Robert Whittaker
Always.
when he says stuff. So I don't know what the hell is going on there. But to our knowledge, Khamzat's an 85er now. So
yeah, I definitely think that.
I really don't know what the hell you do with him.
Dude, it's so annoying because, you got the 170ers being like, that guy can't even, he missed weight by 9 pounds. Like, he's not a 170er, like all this. But if what he's saying, this really comes down to a game of who is telling the truth. Because if Khamzat's telling the truth about the doctors told him to stop cutting weight, like when he was supposed to fight Nate Diaz, then by the time he got on the scale at 9 pounds over, that's not a real assessment of like what his weight cut was.
They cut him off.
So if the doctors really did cut him off the night before, and everybody's screaming, "You were 9 pounds over. You were 9 pounds," like, it's not a legitimate argument.
Yeah, but even with that aside, we've seen how bad those cuts are for him when he does make it. Yeah. And it just doesn't make sense. Like, if you're gonna, it's not like, I'm sure he could have made the weight, but he's struggling every time. Usually every fight he has to bring out the towel. Like, he's killing himself to make 170.
Yeah, and but we know many champions have.
Not like this guy. This guy's really big for 70.
Dude,
it's like,
DC made
it's silly.
DC made 206.2, man.
Yeah, but DC was 5'10". He wasn't like a. That's reasonable to make. This guy is huge. DC's just, wide boned. Big boned?
Wide boned.
Making stuff up here.
Dude, I went down the DC and John Jones back and forth. Their whole the legend of them as well these past few weeks. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Brutal.
Dude, it's hearing DC in a whole different way, hearing him trash talk with John Jones. Like, that brought out a whole nother DC in DC. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I don't think DC would be even close to the name that he is today without that that whole story.
And he'll say it too. Like, that's,
they were like
that's the fight that propelled it. Yeah. I mean, and honestly, I thought a lot of the time, Justin straight up like trash talking, he got the better of John. Where John would kind of kill him is when he'd say those like evil statements.
Like, if you spit on me, I'm going to murder you.
Yeah, like it's not even trash talking. It's beyond that. It's like, wow, you are a cold human being to be saying what you're saying right now, bro.
DC's like, John, I will come into that room and spit in your face. He's like, DC, I will actually kill you if you do that.
There's one they're doing with Fox where he's like, I'm gonna beat you or whatever, and John is like, no matter what you do, no matter how much you train, you're not going to beat me. It's going to be a waste of your life to try and beat me, Daniel Cormier. And it's like, wow, okay.
Dude, that clip is amazing. He goes, you say you could take me down 100 out of 100 times. He goes, I doubt you will even be able to take me down 5 times. He goes, but I guarantee you, Daniel Cormier, I will get you down twice. And when I take you down, I will split your face open. And he's like, what are you going to do?
It's a sick human being. I don't like John Jones, but when he says some of that stuff, he's cold, man.
He says, I will cut your face open with the most malicious techniques that I know.
And then I guess he did. Like, he kind of followed through.
Oh, for sure.
He beat him up. Yeah.
Dude, that second fight is pretty epic.
I remember, because I was I guess I am a huge DC fan when he was fighting. Yeah. And the build up to that second fight felt like forever because they got canceled, and then John gets suspended, blah 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 blah, and you finally get to the fight, and it's like, wow, it's huge. You know what I mean? Like, John's back. This is it. This is the biggest fight that you could possibly make right now. And DC was beating his ass for about 2.5 rounds, and they landed that damn head kick, and that was it. It's like all of that, just one kick, it was over. It was. I went to sleep very sad that night.
Dude, you said you went to sleep sad. Oh, dude, you know what? We haven't recapped Cheeto and Corey Sandhagen either.
Oh, Sandhagen. I forgot the song.
Sandhagen. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You know what, dude? He turned me into a fan. He turned me into a fan. complete class after the fight. He whooped Cheeto's ass. So it's not even
Dude.
like I can be like, oh, it was close. Like he beat him up completely. He wiped him out. I'm a
I don't
Corey
know, man.
Sandhagen fan.
One judge said that Cheeto won the fight. What are you talking about?
That judge is on crack. They got some special stuff down there in Texas.
Dude, I can't.
Up there?
I can't believe that. Up there, down there. Dude, so that turned you into a Corey fan.
Yeah, I mean, like he was super classy after the fight.
And before,
I liked his
man, he
Marab
was
call
just-
out.
Dude, wasn't that fun?
Yeah, I got something to. What is it? I forgot. You probably know.
No, I don't. It was like it was basically.
And it
something
don't
along-
taste good.
Yeah, you're
I'm hungry. I'm
or
hungry for something.
It was like the corniest thing it could be, and he was like trying to basically be a cheese ball because he knows he's like doesn't have that energy of doing a call out. So
Yeah.
he was like, "I'm just gonna be cheesy as possible."
He
It
even
was
put out
awesome.
a disclaimer right before he said it. He's like, "This, I have a line. It's corny, but I'm getting it out there." But yeah, I'm a big fan.
But what's
And
up
I
with
like to-
Cheeto, man?
I thought about this a lot because I've had about 2 weeks to think about it now.
All right,
And-
what's up with Cheeto?
I think Cheeto, is like he's just a dog. He's a really great fighter. He's really great at everything,
Yeah,
but he doesn't really game plan to the fighter. It's kind of like, let me sharpen how good I am. Let me work on what I'm really good at, and I'm just gonna make that work against whoever's in front of me. Which, when you get into this, top 5, top 3 guys,
it just doesn't work.
doesn't really work. That's what Corey was saying. Is like,
Right.
your whole thing is like, I'm gonna. I always
Outwork.
want it more than these guys.
Right.
Wait till you
want it
run
more.
into someone who wants it just as much as you, and you
Yeah.
get caught in this kind of like, dude, you gotta pick it up. And you saw at the end in the 5th round when he did pick it up, he started getting success. He showed that he had cardio.
There was 5
I mean,
seconds left on the clock.
No, but I'm just saying, like, there was moments in the fight where you saw where if he put a little more pressure, if he went for it, he could have done a lot better in that fight than getting wiped out for 5 rounds. You know what I mean? So I
just
think
can't yeah, but just imagine, put yourself in Cheeto's shoes. Like, I feel like we kind of know, the dog, the guy that Cheeto is. What could have been going through his head for 25 minutes in there? Like, I'm gonna eventually land one and knock him out.
yeah, I think he's so sure of that, and so sure in like I'm really good, and what I do is really like he doesn't adjust. Whereas Corey came out different every round. Really, like he came out with different stances. You mix in the wrestling, even like
But
tempo
people are
wise, he'd
figuring
come out
this
really
out.
fast one round.
Yeah,
Huh?
people are figuring
What'd you
this
say?
out. People are figuring this
yeah.
out in Cheeto. So
I mean, they've
where does he
been
go from
figuring
here?
it out. Really,
Yeah,
if you look at that Frankie fight, he wasn't winning.
Right.
Rob Font just didn't hit that hard, but he was beating his ass also. I mean, he landed the most punches ever in a bantamweight fight. Cheeto just hit harder.
yeah.
I don't know where his ceiling is, really.
I don't know. Like, he's already calling out Piotr Jan, and I'm like, I don't know. I just don't want these guys who are on losing streaks to just get the division caught up, like with the top 5 becoming kind of like a 155 division.
Yeah. Well, I don't think
Especially-
that ties anything up.
Dude, he lost to Song Yadong, man.
Well,
And Song and I know that was like, it's like an iffy
Yeah.
decision, but at the same time, check this out. Song Yadong did a way better performance against Corey Sandhagen than Cheeto did.
yeah. So, yeah, it was a close fight.
And Ricky Simone's good too.
Yeah.
and they're fighting.
Ricky Simone beat Marab.
Yeah. Okay. So, dude, there's so much happening in that division.
MMA math doesn't work. MMA
yes,
math
it does.
makes zero sense, dude. It's the most confusing thing ever.
It's such a crazy division, though.
I know. We talk about it literally every episode now. We can't avoid it.
Cejudo.
Cejudo.
Dude.
Did you see that? All right, sorry, go for it.
No. You go for it.
No. You go
All right.
for it.
All right, I'll go for it. I was
Yeah.
watching a Cejudo video the other day because I just mentioned his name, and I'm watching it. It's like 15 minutes into it. It was literally the video was him making a bet with like somebody that he trains with. It was like for a steak dinner, and it was Cheeto and Sandhagen, and Cejudo had Corey Sandhagen, and his buddy took Cheeto, and it was for like a really expensive steak dinner. And halfway through the video, it's like, not halfway, it might have been like 15 minutes into a 17-minute video. They're like celebrating because like Corey Sanhagen's winning and Henry's just like getting stoked. And he literally throws out the term in a YouTube video. He was like, oh, he's like, you're not going to try to Jew me down, are you? And I was like, that's so crazy for like a content creator and this guy who's like trying to be beloved by like everyone. I was like, huh? Because like Emily was like sitting there right with me. And she goes, what are you watching? And I was just like, I'm like, oh, just MMA, YouTube content of like the triple champ who's trying to come back for another belt. Just blatantly using the term Jew him down. I'm like, I'm going to probably click out of his videos for a little while.
That CTE is hitting strong.
Dude, I found I found it to be one of the first things that was genuinely cringy of him.
Yeah, he's kind of distasteful in a lot of stuff that he does. I get there's like the character, but it's not even like funny a lot of the time. Like Kobe can be a little distasteful, but somehow he makes it work. Cejudo is like, I don't know if you saw Cejudo's season of The Ultimate Fighter, or no, you don't really watch The Ultimate Fighter, right?
No,
he was a whole other guy.
Really?
He was a whole other guy. His character was the Olympian who was a role model for the kids. And his season was with Joseph Benavidez, who was kind of like, like a dick. Like he was an asshole and he was kind of smug. And so that whole dynamic is kind of Henry Cejudo like, man, you got to shape up. You can't be acting like this. Like, what about all the kids watching you? You got to be a role model and all that. And then he gets his ass beat by Mighty Mouse. Comes back a couple years later, and now he's saying all this wild stuff. So, like, for me, I never really connected with Henry at all. Even when he was doing the corny, like, it's just...
For sure.
Yeah.
I just think there's a difference in, like, a joke and, like, something actually derogatory. I was like, I guess this is
just...
it's
not even...
It was just his manager rubbing off on him. That's kind of how I chalked it up.
Who's his manager?
Who do you think it is?
Is it Ali?
Yeah.
Ali Abdelaziz.
Yeah, man. That's all that is. It's just, I mean, that, you just got that, like, Jew down brainwashing going into his head just day by day.
Ali's a tool, man. I'm just going to say it. He is.
Dude, we'll never get any of his fighters on, but that's okay.
I mean, who are
Did
his
you
fighters?
Everyone? Like, what?
Khabib's retired. We're not getting Islam.
Dude, he's got like 500 people in the UFC, and I think the UFC only has like 520 fighters.
Yeah. But he doesn't have Leon Edwards. So
do you ever watch James Lynch's content?
That sounds familiar. James.
He's got some good stuff. Good interviews for sure. And he did a post on YouTube, and it was like why he never can get an Ali Abdelaziz fighter anymore. And it was really interesting because he used to get like all of them on, but he ended up doing like a podcast with some dude, and the guy brought up Ali Abdelaziz, and it was like basically the other
I know this guy.
Yeah, and the other guy said something about like Ali's past, like the way that like Conor McGregor would talk about it, and like Ali, like the next time at a press conference, like wouldn't let James talk to like Justin Gaethje. And because Justin's like one of his fighters, and then literally like just started basically taking off like and he never got like his big name fighters. Like James wasn't getting like Kamaru or like any of those guys. He was just giving shine to like all of the new guys who you would never hear about, and he's giving them like a platform, and basically just completely took them out of his whole world. But it was interesting. I mean, it's just. He dominates the whole, I mean, no pun intended, that is literally the name of his company, but he does dominate the whole MMA universe in that media way.
Yeah, he's just a shady guy, He's shady. And he talks like annoying. Like, why are you trash talking, bro? It's not the WWE, which Endeavor just acquired.
Speaking of, dude, does that like do anything for you?
No, I'm not a WWE fan. So I think it's cool. I mean, if it boosts the UFC or the sport of MMA any more, then that's awesome. But
were you ever into it? Like when you were growing up?
Not really. I had like the John Cena toys and all, but I never watched it.
Yeah.
It's more like the figures and that's it.
For sure.
Yeah, I never got into it. We were watching MMA pretty early on, so.
You've got good parents, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude. So what else?
I have some more stuff. I know this is an MMA podcast, and I don't even know if you keep up with this at all, but there's been some big stuff in the boxing world going on.
Dude, with Game Bread Boxing?
Whoa. Apparently, the main event sucked for that one, which is not shocking.
What do you mean? You talking about Anthony Pettis beating Roy Jones Jr.?
Yeah, apparently it wasn't
What do you mean
exciting.
sucked? I think Anthony Pettis did a pretty good job beating a legend in boxing for his debut.
51 years old, dude.
Dude,
all respect to Roy Jones Jr., but that's a senior citizen.
Dude, there's 51-year-olds who could beat you up right now.
I know, but I mean, when you're a professional fighter, they could beat me up.
Yeah. All right. Well, Anthony Pettis had a good win. Did you see Jeremy Stevens and
that fight was good.
And Jose?
They threw down.
Yeah, a draw. A
Yeah.
draw.
I don't know.
Did you watch
Boxing
the fight?
has always had weird judges. I saw like the last round where they just started swinging.
Yeah. Well, who would you have given that last round to? Not that determines the draw at all.
I don't know. I have no clue. But in the real boxing world,
yeah, there's some other things.
Tyson Fury, right?
Yeah.
Pretty dominant. He's beating everybody. He's the lineal heavyweight champion of the world, which is pretty massive. And there's this narrative going around that he's ducking Usyk, that this is the one guy that he doesn't want to get in there with.
Okay.
You think there's any validity to that?
How old is Tyson Fury at this point?
If I had to I'm looking it up, but I think maybe like 35.
Uh-huh.
He's been in it for a while.
Yeah.
34. Yeah.
How's he looking these days? Does he look like he's training?
He's looking about the same as he always looks. Like he's never trained a day in his life. But then he'll beat your ass.
Yeah, but maybe he's maybe he's hitting the booze again. Maybe he's hitting the cocaine again. Maybe he's eating the.
I think he's gone family man.
Maybe he's gone family man. That was my next option.
Yeah, I think he's gone family man, and Usyk is a scary Ukrainian guy.
Yeah.
Who wants everything he has, and Fury can retire right now with a pretty nice legacy.
Maybe Fury found those purple Doritos.
He found the purple bag.
Maybe he found the purple bag.
Dude. So this weekend, just for all our fans out there.
What? We're going right over Tyson Fury to this weekend.
Yeah,
I love it.
Because this is great.
Screw you, Tyson.
This is better.
All right.
I got a pretty awesome video from Mr. Jared Hera. 2 videos to be exact.
Well, you made a clip, which inspired the videos that I sent you.
Of course. I made the stupid mistake of saying look for the purple bag in in the stores. And you were like, yeah, I'll look for the purple bag.
I'll get right on that, buddy.
Yeah. And then I get a video of you looking for and finding the purple bag.
Well, dude, I told you I loved Cool Ranch Doritos, and then you told me about this whole new thing, that sweet Thai chili purple bag, and just to go look for it, and I'm like, okay.
By the way, it's not even sweet Thai chili. I got clowned for that. They're called
really?
something else completely. Yeah, they're called
dude.
sweet chili or something like that.
Whatever.
I just threw the Thai in there.
Shout out to the sweet Thai flavor.
Yeah,
but
shout out.
Yeah, dude. Emily and I do our grocery shopping on Sunday, and I just I was inspired by your clip.
Just bring it up.
You found it? You have it? Oh
I have
gosh! Oh my goodness!
Oh no! It just brought up my entire desktop. That didn't work. Well, I'll throw it in there after for the fans. I'll do it in post.
Purple bag. Purple. Oh. I found the purple bag.
Okay.
You guys will see the video.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty great. I had a good laugh.
Dude, it was so fun making that. Like, yeah, Emily.
How
was
many
like,
takes did it take?
Dude, you got everything that I filmed.
Really?
100%.
You're just good like that.
Yeah, I'm a performer, dude.
You're high level.
Yeah, no, like, yeah, I'm not somebody who needs like 10 takes to get the one. You tell me, you give me a 3, 2, 1 countdown and I'm going to deliver. If it's something that I'm inspired to do, I'm definitely going to give you the goods on the first take. Anything after that is just going to seem forced. But dude, this was one of those things where Emily and I were leaving the grocery store after that because she goes probably like 90% of the time on her own and I'm there for 10% of it. She's just like, it's just so much more fun when you come with me. Yeah, you could definitely you could make a dirty joke after that too.
How about these so many fights going on.
So many fights.
So many fights.
Big
one just got booked in the featherweight division. Ilia Topuria and wow, I'm blanking right now.
And
Josh Emmett.
Josh Emmett.
And Josh Emmett.
You're blanking because it's Josh Emmett.
Not cool, dude.
Dude,
he's a nice guy.
He is. He seems good. I like
Josh
nice
Emmett.
Yeah, he does seem like a good dude.
I think he's gonna get his ass beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Or he's gonna leave himself exposed and get knocked out. That's always a possibility by those power punches. But no, dude, I think Topuria is a champion. I really think he could be a future champion.
I think so too, dude. I think if Topuria is half of the fighter that he's being built up to be, he's gonna use his world class jiu-jitsu and not even mess around. Especially if you see that Yair fight. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, Topuria started out as a jiu-jitsu prospect. Like when he came into MMA, it's like, oh wow, this guy's got wicked jiu-jitsu, and then he built his hands.
Wow.
So that's his base. So if he goes in there and, plays it smart, he could get Josh Emmett out of there pretty quickly. And then he's looking at like maybe one fight and that's it, you're fighting for the belt.
That sounds exciting. Honestly, I'm for it. I'm for getting him as quick to a title shot as possible. But right now there's too much you got Yair versus Volk coming up at some point. There's a lot going on.
Max Holloway, Arnold Allen is in like...
That's also really
next
exciting.
week, I think.
That's
after
next
this
week?
fight. That's next week, dude.
Oh, my goodness.
That one I don't even want to think about.
I can think about it for you if you want me to.
I just can't... Max Holloway is my favorite fighter.
Yeah, but he's not going to win that fight.
I can't see him lose another fight. I can't sit through... I sat through that Volk trilogy fight completely silent the whole time, just in pain.
I know what you can do.
Wow.
I know what you can do.
What?
You can make plans for next Saturday night.
No. I have to watch this. I have to watch it in case he decides to go God mode and pull a Calvin Kattar again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was like 5 years ago.
Dude, it wasn't even that long ago. I still think Max Holloway beats everybody at featherweight, except for Volkanovski. I think Volkanovski.
Volkanovski. Yeah. Where's the purple bag?
Where's the purple bag?
Yeah, but dude, Max was having problems against Yair also.
Well, that's Yair Rodriguez.
Okay.
It's not no bum.
No.
Yair is not like any fighter I've ever seen before. You know what? Since we're on it, I think that Yair Rodriguez beats Alexander Volkanovski. That's my take.
That's awesome. I like that take. That's really cool. No, I was letting it sink in.
Right. You were like thinking through it.
I was visualizing it. And you know what I saw?
Yeah.
I saw purple.
I caught myself there.
I like it. I like it a lot.
But yeah.
No, the funniest was I was showing Emily the clip that you made of the purple bag, the one that you made that's online. And she's like, I like the crickets. And I show her the crickets and she goes, it says Jared is blind.
Yeah, if there's like no context, it's like, okay.
For sure. But I love crickets and Jared is blind.
Yeah.
I need that like in so many aspects of my life. Like if I could just have a sign.
Subtitle.
A sign and speakers that show up in moments of my life.
Yeah.
Chirp, chirp.
Not even I'm blind, just Jared is blind. Like you talk in the third person.
Yeah. That would truly be helpful.
You could just have David walk around with a little sign for you.
And a boombox on his shoulder.
Yeah. Just for context.
Yeah. Chirp, chirp.
Man. Well, another guy who can't see some. Well, that was a bad. I don't know what I was shutting.
No, go for it. No. Try. Keep going. I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing.
Another guy that, because I don't know how I would phrase this.
No, just go. I like where you're trying.
There's literally nothing.
Yeah, but you got this, dude.
Can't see the craziness that he's speaking.
There we go.
Ian Gary claims that he would beat Leon Edwards.
Okay. I mean, isn't he like a pretty high prospect in the 170-pound division? Shouldn't he believe that he could beat the champion?
He hasn't even fought a ranked guy yet.
But he should believe he's on the road to beat.
He should have no self-belief. He should just already determine that he's never going to make it to the top of the division.
But he's the future.
Yeah. As I'm saying this out loud, I realize it doesn't make much sense. We can move on.
No, I like it. I like it. It's a hot take.
Yeah.
Don't believe in yourself until you make it. Until you make it. Yeah.
Until you're like about to get, like until you're booked for a title fight.
No.
Just think you're never going to do anything. And then we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Don't even, if you have dreams, throw them away right now.
Yeah. Dreams are for chumps.
Yeah. Just get there.
Well, on the topic of champions, I have a prompt for us.
Okay.
Because I was stumped with this. I couldn't think. Of the current roster of UFC champions, who do you think is the weakest or worst, I guess is another way to word it, champion?
Does women's MMA count?
Or
no?
I feel like that'd be a different category, you know?
Okay, fair.
It's hard. I don't know.
I'm gonna say it's a tie.
Okay.
It's a tie between Aljamain Sterling and Brandon Moreno.
Ooh.
That's the tie.
Damn.
You said the word weakest,
so good.
but you said the word weakest.
Well, not like physically weakest. That's obviously if you pick the 125-pound man, he's gonna be weaker than like John Jones or something. You took it literally. No, I mean like
I quit. I quit the show. I just
don't want to say worst because like none of them are bad. They're all right. They're literally the best of their division.
Yeah, but like I mean, I guess the obvious choice would be to say Jamal Hill because like.
But is he though?
No, that's why I'm not picking him because I don't think he is.
Because that's what I saw. I saw a lot of, Jamal Hill.
Right.
But I don't think he's at all. I think he's very complete.
Yeah, totally. No, I really do. I believed in Jamal Hill for a long time. I just think that would be the obvious choice that people would pick. I'm going to... dude, okay, I'll just say Brandon Moreno then. And I love Brandon Moreno. But I'm saying Brandon Moreno.
I'd go... I'm an Aljo fan, but I'm going with Aljo.
Okay. So you're fine with me putting both of them together, right?
No, because I don't agree with Brandon.
Dude, Pantoja's going to beat him, though.
Ooh, I forgot about that coming up.
That's going to happen, and then he's not going to have his belt anymore. Like, dude, Pantoja is... He's scary like Alex.
I trained with Pantoja. I did a week of... I'm serious. I did a whole week of Muay Thai with Alessandro Pantoja.
Here we go. Here we go. Salvador the Ox Garcia.
Yeah, dude.
Sparred with Pantoja.
No. I did not spar.
You did, dude. You did.
He was the teacher for the week.
You choked. You don't remember.
You know, but I don't like to talk about sparring sessions. What happens in the gym stays in the gym.
That's why I'm here. I'll talk about it. I'll say what happened. Yeah. You had him in a rear naked choke, and he was calling for dude. I think he spit out blood, and he needed his water by the end of it, right?
I can't say.
Okay, sorry. You went to a camp? He was teaching a camp?
Well, no. I had Muay Thai every week, and for that week, our coach couldn't come in, so we were like, "Oh, who's gonna fill in?" And they're like, "Oh, Alexander Pantoja," and we're like, "Whoa, what? Okay, that's pretty cool." So for the whole week of classes, so I think we got like 2 or 3 classes. He was our coach, and it's kind of terrifying how hard an 125-pound man can hit. That dude
was he hitting you?
No, but you hold pads. And like I held the leg shield for you take a leg kick, and it like almost sweeps you off your feet. And that's holding a pad in front of me, and you're like standing with a solid base so you don't lose your balance. And dude's just like, "Pah!" And it's loud. I mean,
damn.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Do you think
I'm not small. Like he was a lot smaller than me, but yeah, UFC fighters are a whole other MMA fighters in general.
But does he beat Moreno?
Well, he's beat him before.
Right.
Twice.
Right.
So it's not even really like a rivalry. It's just like he's going to go...
He's literally going, give me my belt.
He's going Alex Pereira on him.
He is.
But, I mean, Brandon has gotten so much better over the last just 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, noticeably better every fight. I don't know, man. That's one of those that like I wouldn't be able to pick. I just have to see it happen.
Dude, what did Brandon Moreno do in this last fight that was that impressive?
Are you a hater? Are you a Brandon Moreno hater?
No, I love him. I'm just saying I don't think he's gonna get through. Dude, these featherweights that are coming or flyweights that are coming up are frightening.
I mean, technically he's still in that class. He's what, like 29?
I think the ones that are coming up that are not even cracking like the top 5 right now are going to be a problem for a while.
Oh, like, yeah. But what does it have to do with him beating Pantoja?
Well, he's not going to beat Pantoja.
Because Pantoja's a lot older.
A lot older than Moreno?
Yeah. Pantoja's like older? 34, 35.
Is he?
Yeah.
All right, let's go Moreno. Come on, young blood. No, dude, I don't know. Point. He's just scary.
He is very scary.
Like Brandon
32,
Moreno
so I made it up.
Okay, he's in the prime of his career right now.
He is scary though. Meeting him is like he was nice, but it's like I'm sorry if I look at you wrong. Like I don't. Please don't hurt me.
He has fighter energy where Brandon Moreno has come over and let's play a board game energy.
Let's build Legos.
Yeah. But dude, you know what I just realized? What? We have not gotten into the card this weekend at all.
Yeah, we should.
We need to do that.
We probably should. That's probably important.
It's very important. I mean, we could even have a segment about it.
Let's do it. You want to have a specific segment?
Let's do it. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Oh,
you can help me.
Because I think it's time for. I think it's time for.
Dun. Hey!
Blind Dog Bets.
What's going on? I'm Jared Harrow of Blind Dog Bets, and I've got your picks for this weekend's UFC card. UFC 287. Israel Adesanya taking on for the rematch for the quadrilogy in combat sports of Alex Pereira. And we're going to be taking Alex to take this one again, but we're going to, why don't you just take him as a second round knockout? I don't think he's going to waste his time. It's not going 5 rounds. This one's just going to happen. Sorry, Izzy. I know you're my dude. I know we've had a lot of good times together, but this one, we're going to go Alex again. I think he just got his number. Some people just have that. I really was going to take a lot of other fighters on this card, but for some unfortunate reason, they all dropped off the card. So maybe we'll take Chris Curtis. I think he's going to beat Calvin.
Kelvin.
What did I say, Calvin?
Yeah.
You're just going to correct me on every single name for the fighters of this card?
Whoa. You got one name wrong. You got one name completely wrong. Usually they say Kevin, and it's like whatever you say, Kevin. But you said Calvin. That's not even close, bro. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, continue.
Whose segment is this? This is the blind guy segment. I don't know how to. I haven't seen a name. I haven't seen a name in 20 years.
There's literally no way for you to know.
I haven't read a fucking piece of paper with a dude's name on it in 20 years.
My bad, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm going to put Chase Sherman back on you.
Yeah.
Sick 'em, Chase. All right. So, we're going to take Chris Curtis against Kelvin. What, you want me to now try to say his last name that I've never seen?
With an accent, too. Gastelum.
We're going to take Chris Curtis against Kelvin Gastelum. And, maybe sprinkle into this parlay. I don't know, man. It's hard to take Kevin Holland against Ponzinibbio. That really is. I feel like Ponzinibbio is a live dog in this one. He's a great fighter, but what do you feel about that one?
I don't. I think that one's gonna be exciting. I can never count out either guy to say that like I'm sure they're gonna win. Kevin. Okay. Well, yeah, because in this matchup particularly,
it's not Kevin, it's Kevin.
Kevin Holland. My bad. He did, in the later rounds of the Wonderboy fight, he kind of got his ass beat, but he looked good early. Yeah. This is a 3-rounder, which he's usually a lot better in. It's a striker.
All right, you've convinced me. Take Kevin Holland. We got Chris Curtis. I didn't even finish my point. I could have said I have Ponzinibbio by first round knockout. Kevin Holland, Chris Curtis, Alex Pereira. You got and we're going to take... Dude, I want to know who you're going to take against Rob Font and Adrian Yanez, because you love Yanez so much, but I know Rob Font's your boy.
I was just thinking about this, because I see Rob Font as the underdog.
All right, we're going to be taking Adrian Yanez. Sprinkle him in there, too.
God damn it. I can't think about that fight. That fight has driven me nuts. There's literally, in my top 3 favorite fighters are Rob Font and Adrian Yanez, and now they're fighting each other, and I don't know what to do. It sucks.
Well, luckily I picked it for you.
Yeah.
You got
I'm going Adrian, though.
You got Yanez. You got Alex. You got Kevin Holland and Chris Curtis. That's your parlay. Blind Dog Bets out.
Blind Dog Bets.
Wow.
Every week. Wow. Every damn week.
Wow.
Except for last week, but every week other than last week.
That was quite the segment.
It was. Pretty, swift. I got scolded. At this point, it's every week. But, I'm working on it.
No,
we get better every day.
That made me very happy. Thank you for that.
Of course. Dude, your favorite fighter is on this card.
My favorite.
I don't even know if you knew.
On this card,
Sam Hughes.
Dude, I can't believe I didn't even throw a Gilbert Burns in that parlay.
That's true. That's pretty wild. I mean, he's a favorite though, so like, what are you gonna get?
Well, we threw all favorites basically in that parlay.
Did you?
No, Alex is the underdog.
Alex is the underdog.
Alex. You got me saying Alex now. That sound like a douchebag.
Yeah, you do.
Look what you've done to me.
Dude, this card is deep, man.
Yeah.
It's freaking deep. Sam Hughes, greatest fighter of all time, opening it up.
Dude, how do you know how much I enjoy Sam Hughes?
Oh, dude, I just pay attention.
It's well documented.
As your co-host, I pay attention to these things.
That's good.
Yeah. Steve Garcia's fighting. He's got dynamite in his hand.
Dude, Raul Rosas Jr.
Raul Rosas. Ignacio Bahamondes is fighting. He's always an exciting fight.
Do you think Jorge has a chance?
Are you going right to main card?
Do you think he has a chance? I just want to know.
I believe he has a chance, and I'm going to go as far as picking him to win this fight on Saturday. And I'm dead serious. I've thought about this a lot.
Yeah. Give me the breakdown.
I think George or Jorge is very crafty on the feet. Very, very crafty. And there's a quote from Damian Maia. I'm not going to directly quote because I don't know the quote. But he did say that in the UFC, Jorge Masvidal was the best jiu-jitsu fighter that he faced. Which is coming from Damian Maia. So, when it comes to jiu-jitsu, Jorge Masvidal can hang. Which is what Gilbert's game is. Not wrestling. It's a whole other thing. And then if we're talking just about on the feet, I take Masvidal. So, I think he can get it done. I think so.
Dude, Gilbert against Hamzat?
But that's a different matchup. That's a whole other. Gilbert wasn't even thinking about grappling.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, but Gilbert's got more power than Jorge does.
Masvidal cracks, dude. He like completely slept Darren too. Like out cold with just a 1-2.
That was like 7 years ago.
Dude, you can't discredit everything that someone's done in their career at this point, bro. Jesus.
All right, so you're taking Jorge.
Taking Jorge. Taking
Instead
Gilbert Masvidal.
Instead of?
Oh, sorry.
Ian Wedrick?
Yeah, there you go. And then maybe Jorge will be able to get a title shot against
Ian Wedrick?
That's so fun for me.
I love when you do that.
That gives me such joy. Oh, man. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, here's the question. Scale of 1 to 10, how hyped are you for the card?
Very hyped. This card is freaking stacked to the gills.
All right.
I mean, Joe Pyfer's fighting.
Oh, yeah, dude. Who do you have in that fight?
Joe Pyfer. I like Mearshart, but Joe Pyfer is on a damn mission. And he hits really hard.
Did you see Gerald in the grappling match? Or Joe Pyfer again in the grappling match against our boy? Our boy.
Someone we had on?
Yeah.
Trevin?
No. Go back.
Oh, Eric Anders?
Yeah, Eric Anders. I said your boy.
Oh, I thought you literally meant like. I was like, what?
No, I was just saying his nickname.
Did he win? Who won?
Who?
I don't know who won.
Joe.
Oh, damn.
It wasn't good.
Yeah, I mean Eric's not really a grappler.
Joe can grapple.
Joe can grapple his ass off. He's one of them Philly guys.
Yeah, but I mean, we've really only seen crack in like the first
liver.
round.
Liver?
Right to the liver.
Liver.
But yeah, dude, I would have thrown Joe in my parlay had I remembered he was on the card also.
Yeah, that's almost like a guaranteed win. Michelle, the karate hottie, Waterson Gomez is fighting.
Who's she fighting?
Luana Pinedo.
Dude, there's 3 chick fights on this card?
There's 3 chick fights on this card, dude.
And you're calling it stacked to the gills?
You can't do this, Jared. You can't do this anymore, dude.
I guess that's quality time to go and pick up the burritos.
Damn. Moving on. Raul Rosas Jr., 18 years old, on, I think, another pay-per-view main card, right? He had already, last one was a pay-per-view main card.
Yep.
I mean, I see a lot of hate for this kid, and I say kid, stupid, I'm like the same age as him. But, I mean, to be 18 and you're on a second pay-per-view main card in a row, is pretty impressive. And I think people are just a little bit jealous that they're not that successful.
You know, I find that very wise of you at such a young age to be able to recognize that jealousy and hate are actually pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. Like, what is he doing that could possibly piss you off so much? He's chasing his dream. He's really good. It's not like he's a bum. You know, he's genuinely a real prospect. And he's 18. I mean, this has never been seen before. Like, he's making history.
Dude, I wish that I could pull up right now something that you said 20 minutes ago, but I don't have the technology about Ian Gary and chasing his dream.
Yeah, but he's kind of just like acting like Conor McGregor. But, you know, I like everybody. I like everybody. I love Bilal Muhammad.
I love Sam Hughes.
Ali Abdelaziz is my favorite manager.
Yes.
And Michael Chandler is the greatest 155er in the world.
I love Henry Cejudo's anti-Semitism.
Damn. That's a clip. We start a massive internet beef.
Bring it on, Cejudo.
You get him canceled off his next pay-per-view.
Dude, maybe if Cejudo like gained like 10 pounds, he'd be able to, do something.
What?
He'd be able to do something if he was a little bigger.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to...
Yeah, Aldo's basically a 55er.
Dude, no. I mean, I was saying against me, dude. Me beating up Henry Cejudo would be like me going against Hezbollah.
I think Henry Cejudo respectfully would murder you.
No.
No. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a difference, man. There's a difference. Maybe in UFC rules. Maybe with UFC rules. But I would drop a rock on his head.
Throw a shopping cart at him and see how he reacts. See what happens.
No, dude, I like that. I like the respectfulness that you showed me there. I really felt it. I felt the respect.
And then you wouldn't have known if I wouldn't have said, with all due respect,
No, you're right.
I had to clarify.
Yeah, I knew
because honestly, it's a precursor.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, so we kind of got through most of the card. And I just got one question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If Alex Pereira beats Israel Adesanya this Saturday,
yes,
and completes the 4-0 sweep of all of their fights in combat sports, does Israel Adesanya retire?
Retire?
Mm-hmm.
How old is he?
He's about 34.
Is he?
I think so. Got him. 33. He turns 34 this July. I mean, he's got ton of title defenses. Beat really good guys. A lot of money. He's a personality. He could definitely make money outside of fighting.
He is right now. He makes so much money.
Now, yeah.
He makes
His
so much
YouTube
money
is
on the internet. Popping. Like, actually generates a lot of money from that channel. And he generates a lot of money through merchandise as well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And I think that could keep going for a while because he's dude, he's a different kind of superstar. He's like that, you know, he's got the style. He's got he's got a shoe coming out right now.
His fight IQ is really good too on those breakdowns. Like, he does break things down really great.
On his YouTube channel.
Yeah. So if you can't beat the man,
that going. Right.
What else is there to do? He's a Hall of Famer right now if he retires, without a doubt.
Really?
Dude, I mean, he defended the title 3-4 times at middleweight.
Hall of Famer?
Yes.
That's all it takes to be a Hall of Famer?
What do you mean that's all it takes? Cowboy Cerrone never won a championship fight, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but Cowboy Cerrone is Cowboy. Like, everybody loves Cowboy.
You were just talking about how Israel is a superstar, and he has what... I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
I think Izzy's a superstar among, like, casual groupies.
Dude, he beat Robert Whittaker twice. He beat Jared Cannonier. He beat Marvin... On the books, he beat Robert Whittaker twice.
Yeah, but he really beat him once. He
beat Paulo Costa. He had a double champ fight. He didn't win, but that's something that he did. And you know, like...
Dude, I
think that's a pretty stacked career.
I think he needs this win to get into the Hall of Fame.
I don't know, dude. I think he's a Hall of Famer right now.
If he goes out there and knocks Alex out, Hall of Famer.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about if he retires. With what he has right now as a career.
It's not enough for Hall of Fame.
You got some high-ass standards for Hall of Fame, dude. That's pretty nuts. Because, like, look at Michael Bisping. Obviously, you know, he's a legend for UK sports and all that. But if you're looking at his resume, he beat Luke Rockhold. Okay, that's impressive. But then his title defense is Dan Henderson, who was 45 years old. And then he retired. Hall of Fame?
Bisping's in the
Hall of Fame.
Dude, he's only got one eye. Put him in the Hall of Fame.
And he's rightfully so in the Hall of Fame. But so should Israel Adesanya.
You know what? You're right. You are actually totally right. The UFC just hasn't been around long enough for it to have that big of a Hall of Fame. So when I'm thinking of Hall of Fame, like of a sport, I'm always thinking of it like it's been around for 50, 60, 70 years or something crazy. It's been around for such a short period of time that, of course, Izzy's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Like, it hasn't been around long enough for him to not be in it.
I mean, think about bantamweight. There's been Dominic Cruz, TJ Dillashaw, Cody Garbrandt, Henry Cejudo, Peter Andrade. There's been 7, or I can't count. There's been like 6 champions in that whole division's history. That's it. Like, that's how young all of these... I mean, the organization's 30, which is pretty old, but it's pretty young also for a major sport. Look at the NBA, just turned 75 last year. Football's been around for who knows how long. So they're a young sport. This guy did a lot in the time that he's been in the UFC. You got to think he only came into UFC like 2018. So he's done this in about 5 or 6 years. I think it's pretty impressive.
Dude, what about when he got that interim belt against Calvin?
Exactly. He has a fight of the year under his belt. I mean...
I said Calvin.
Oh. What are you doing to me, bro? I'm not even an Izzy fan, and now I'm like defending him. What's going on here, bro? All this to be like, yeah, he's gonna get knocked out on Saturday night. That's my pick, Alex Pereira.
Is that your pick? Once and for all? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared, but I'm going with Alex.
Dude, those the Freestyle Bender YouTube channel, like leading up to the fight, those guys like jumping around, like getting him all ready. It's just so crazy. It sounds insane. Like you just hear like a bunch of New Zealanders like just like taking shots at him basically, and they're just like getting hyped. And I'm like, huh? Is this all it takes to be the champion?
Yeah, people yelling at you with a heavy accent.
That's what it seems
Let's do
like.
it.
But
dude, I saw, since he's on the card, I have to bring this up. I saw probably the funniest MMA video I've ever seen. It's Kevin Holland in his fight with Joaquin Buckley.
Yeah.
And all it is like MMA in a nutshell. And it's him telling Joaquin Buckley to wipe his booger. and then it like jump cuts to him flatlining him maybe 10 seconds later. And I think that perfectly sums up the sport.
I couldn't believe Chiesa wouldn't take Joaquin Buckley on short notice.
Cause who? I don't blame him.
Chiesa dodges everything. When was his last fight? Sean Brady?
I mean, he didn't duck Sean Brady. He has every reason not to take that fight.
That's like a year and a half ago.
I think it doesn't make any sense at all to fight Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin Buckley has gotten so many chances to get a ranking, and he loses every time. He's on like a 2-3 fight losing skid right now.
Dude, Michael Chiesa called out Gunnar Nelson, and he literally just fought and said he was going to take a bunch of time off.
Gunnar Nelson is a good win, though. That's not Joaquin Buckley. Wait, that doesn't even make sense. Joaquin Buckley's an 85er, right?
Yeah.
So why would he fight Michael Chiesa?
Wait. Well, that's a good question. But why was he going to step? He was stepping in.
Was Michael Chiesa going to fight at 85?
Maybe catch weight.
Dude, there's definitely other guys that could have fight.
Dude, that's crazy. Why wouldn't he turn that down?
Yeah.
That's a dumb fight.
Let's see. I know he turned down the Kevin Lee rematch, which I would have wanted to see.
Dude, Kevin Lee, man. He's got 6
That's where he fitted. That's where he fit into all of this. That was the fight.
It should have been. It really should have been.
And their first fight was there was some controversy around the finish. So we'll go in there and make it definitive, Mr. Chiesa. I gotta be honest, the last time I saw Michael Chiesa doing something was when he was like shit-faced and he tried to jump the cage when Juliana Pena won. Yeah, that's the last I heard of him, bro. To be completely honest,
I thought he was done after that moment.
Me too. Yeah, I thought he was gonna get cut, and
I thought he was retiring.
That was pretty big.
I thought that was his retirement speech.
I didn't know he was on this card against the Leech.
Yeah. I
did not know.
Yeah, dude,
which
a lot
would
of
have
fights.
just made it even more stacked. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a cool fight for sure.
But we can't have anything nice. Freaking MMA gods.
No, they like to reign.
Yeah, let's not jinx it though. We still got a great card, and I'm looking forward to it.
Dude, there's got to be a backup for the title fight.
I don't think so.
There always is. Even if they don't say it, there always is one.
Let me see if something got leaked.
There has to be one.
Who would it be? Who do you think?
Hamzat. Robert Whittaker.
I don't know about Rob. Rob takes a while to cut down.
Yeah.
Oh. Marvin Vettori said he wants to be the backup. No one wants to see either of those fights. No disrespect to Marvin Vettori. Good fighter. Good guy.
Yeah.
But imagine the letdown that it would go from the rematch of Pereira and Adesanya to like we're watching Izzy and Marvin for the title again. It'd be like, damn.
That would be a major letdown.
Like,
unless Marvin just goes out and like starches Izzy.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
If Marvin Vettori is the one to end Israel's career.
Yeah, he retires.
That's the dude who takes him off once and for all.
Yeah. He like teabags him like Patty would do.
Yeah. You never know, dude. You never know. The sport is freaking nuts.
He's like, that's a spicy meatball.
Oh, get it? Because he's Italian.
He's the Italian dream.
Yeah. He is
Man,
that.
Every time I hear that nickname, I just think of like a porn.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Both a Sylvester Stallone porn.
Dude, he had one. I know you're going to think that I'm messing with you right now, but I swear to you, Sylvester Stallone was in a porn early in his acting career called The Italian
Rocky
Stallion.
3.
The Italian Stallion.
Okay.
I promise.
Why
it's
do you
crazy.
know this?
Dude, it like Howard Stern, old like bits. Yeah.
Dude, you know who we got to get on the show? Freaking Beetlejuice.
Howard Stern.
That would be
Dude,
funny.
you're Beetlejuice from Howard?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that would be... Is he still alive?
He's still alive. He's in, I think he's in Georgia.
For sure. I think, yeah, that's where...
That would make my life.
How do you know Beetlejuice?
Dude, I am a massive Beetlejuice fan.
Really? From what?
From the Howard Stern Show.
I didn't know you listened to Howard.
I listen to the Beetlejuice stuff. And some other stuff.
Like, you're literally just a Howard fan for Beetlejuice?
Yeah, and like some of the... what's his name? Like some of the Sal stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not like a noob, but I'm not super deep in there. But I love Beetlejuice.
Dude, I stopped listening. I used to be like a diehard Howard fan, and I stopped listening like probably like 6 or 7 years ago.
You were tired of him explaining people's stories to their face about them?
Yes. And so much and so much more. And so much more. But like during like the first like 6-7 years of like serious radio days of him, like I never missed anything.
Wow.
Like I was
Those are long shows too, right?
Yeah. I was listening morning, noon, and night of it. Like literally. Yeah, I was a super fan. And then he became so Hollywood that I just finally just stopped listening. I just tuned out. And honestly, dude, it was the amount that he was talking such shit on podcasting and podcasters that he was like, what's all this podcasting all about? And like, it's like you realize you're talking about so many people who have now like left your show to start their own things. And it was like, dude, it was like the whole hate and jealousy thing. He was like belittling something that's like becoming the new way of people listening to like entertainment.
He was probably just scared. Like, what the hell is this, and why is it growing so fast?
Because think about how many listeners it's taken away from him. I mean, I know he's still got his supermodel wife and his millions and millions of dollars and whatnot. But at the same time, he does
Who's
not
really
have,
listening to Howard Stern?
Right? It's so different than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, old people.
Yeah, and Beetlejuice.
Yeah, spell red, Lestr. That's my favorite.
Oh man, no, I love everybody in the pack.
For sure.
Well, dude, this has been amazing as always.
Of course.
If you have anything else, feel free. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Dude, I just hope Mr. Alex Pereira can get it done once more. And end this whole silliness, I hope the middleweight division can move on, and I hope it's time.
Good night, Izzy.
Ooh.
Good night.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, ring the bell for notifications, and comment if you disagree with anything that we say.
Thank you so much.
Because we like that, yeah.
We love it.
Purple bag!
Purple bag!